Where's some dripping? And thank you. Hi. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and continue on the nails since we did basically the subscriber live yesterday. I wanted to do a big live today, but I knew there was a 50-50 because of everything I needed to do. But anyways, what's it called? We're really, honestly, though, I'm glad that I took the time, because we cleaned out so much gunk, and I passed my test. I studied for the test. I'm gonna be prepping for the next test. I'm gonna apply to a place called Nail Art, which I love. We got really good reviews. I'm posting stories because you all know how, you know, social media is, to keep y'all updated, you know, on essentially like what's going on and whatnot. Shadow work has been insane, but so worth it. I did a deep, heavy cleanse. So the full moon is so interesting. All the other Aquarian full moons have legitimately, you know, I won big prizes, I guess you could say, right, randomly, or I got some insane wisdom about the forefront. But this time it was like, close the doors to the past. Like what yesterday's channel messages were not, you know, for no reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I took that heavy to heart because, you know, I pride myself in showing up for the universe and whatnot and everything. And I felt like it was like a real like acknowledgement and whatnot. And you know, how everyone shows up is unique to them and their experiences and whatnot. And yeah, anyway, so there was a lot. I was like sitting in heavy thought processes, excited, emotional, freeing, you know, expressing my opinion, raw, unfiltered, cleaning while I'm doing it all. Me and Mr. Mustache working as a team. I did my mama's toes and they look gorge. Found out the retention and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, like I really am a nail tech. So it was really nice. It took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take, the project, but you know, there was just something there was a feeling of wholesomeness. Like, I was gonna save up money and essentially clean, like have someone do it for me before Mr. Mustache's birthday, but there was just something about having the experience firsthand and with him and whatnot. So yeah, then I just wanted to do the readings to essentially like come back and tell y'all, hey, like I know we have this new product, the nails, that we're, you know, letting y'all know about, but I'm gonna teach y'all as well. But also, let's do some readings, because I can't promise tomorrow with all the new projects we're gonna start right now, just right now. But all of the sacrifice will have been worth it, because we're going to be at a level of consistency. We're going to be at just a level of growth and expandedness, happiness, laughter, you know, and just a well-rounded community. You know what I'm saying? Hi! Just a well-rounded community. So anyway, with all that being said, let's get started. I cleaned my desk. I'm setting up for the nails. We're gonna do another demo. Okay, this is a blank canvas. I already worked on this while I was gone. Okay, but this is a blank canvas. Hi Hannah. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's do this. I'm late to the game, but I made it, and I'm happy, grateful, and thankful. Subscriber day will be pushed to tomorrow just because of everything that transpired, but at least I can teach y'all some things and y'all can learn on the vision board. So this hand I decided to do, like, I called in astrological magic, so I'm very intentional with what I place on my hands. Okay, white represents cleanse and open roads. Okay, I knew a full moon was coming. I had no idea how this ritual hand was going to, you know, work on me, and I have not even done with the set and it's already working on me because of the intentions being placed. Okay, so I did Aries for new beginnings and creation magic to activate that, as well as activate Mars, as well as activate Mars's pentacles, because, okay, Mars is for action. Mars is for, you know, sometimes bringing things to the ground or speeding things up, things like that. Okay, so but Aries energy is like creation magic. It's like fertility magic. It's like literally birthing something, and it's the start, right? Okay, then I did Sagittarius because Sagittarius is the sign of my moon sign, so I have like a twofer. Okay, Sagittarius governs my sun sign, and I'm sorry, my moon sign, and Sagittarius is like present and can govern my 9th house, and that's what I'm activating. So I'm activating my 4th house, which is for vehicles and property. Well, not too much for the property, but more for the vehicles, and it's like, and a little bit of property, but not in the same way that you get property through the 8th house of inheritance. It's through other means, maybe the spouse's property, whatever the case may be. And then the 9th house is grace, luck, and spirituality and traveling, right? And like learning. So I like activated both of those things, and just to double down on it, I added my Cancer sign, which is my sun sign, in Vedic astrology, and here in Western astrology, I believe my Cancer is in my 11th house, so still playing a major role. And I also added Taurus, which is governed by my 9th house of luck and grace. Okay, the pink is for transmutation. Okay, every single piece is not just cute, okay, but it's different layers of magic that are being worked simultaneously, and is like also, if nothing else, works like a vision board. Adding implements of color magic as well with the chakras. Our feet are governed by the red chakra, correct? So red, right? And it's for a purpose. It's not just in your clothing that you can do this. Vedic astrologers will teach you, and a lot of people will teach you, like, if you should dress how your rising sign is, and that is true. And I take it a step further to prolong it, essentially, so you don't have to actively think every single morning, because that can get exhausting for someone like me who barely sleeps because I'm on overtime all the time. Okay, but I believe in this so much that it doesn't feel like work, right? So anyways, I had red in so many different societies is for great luck, it's for action, it's for power, it's for romance, it's for charm, it's for energy, it's for also, you know, creation, it's for grounding with the chakra, you know, system. And red, like, that's what it does. Like, it also like helps with reversing negative energy, not the same way that pink does, but very similar, which is why people usually group them together in candle magic and color magic, and in even sometimes you'll see correlations of those two colors being embedded together, or sometimes it'll be orange and pink or orange and red that you'll see incorporated together, because orange is the sacral chakra, which is for fear, releasing fear, anxiety, connected to the moon. okay, connected to the subconscious, connected to fertility, connected to creation magic, connected to intuition, insight, empathy, the emotional energy, your body that is physically also bringing things to life. And then the solar plexus, which is connected to your willpower, which is connected to Leo, which is connected to the sun, which is connected to new beginnings, which is connected to gold, which is connected to determination, right? So however you're activating your magic, right? When you incorporate different symbols or different sigils or different pentacles of things, planetary pentacles, because I'm speaking now on astrology magic, right? You can like essentially like simplify it. You can simplify it, and you can take the same method that numerology takes and they simplify it. Like, instead of giving you 3 different definitions of 136,450 million, right? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like a long number, they simplify it. They like continue to add until it comes down to one number. And that number is directly connected to the same other number with the 3 different variations, as long as you add that on your vision board. Okay, you could add this number equals simplified this number, right? Or think it in your mind, connect to it, or truly believe it in your subconscious mind. Okay, or if you need help training yourself, you activate that chakra to get in access to your subconscious mind, to access your nervous system, to access your emotions. Okay, and it helps with that. But you can also do it through the red chakra, which is through your body, okay, and essentially like not even realize that it's happening, right? You could also do it through your willpower, which is your mind, okay? You could also do it through your mind's eye, which is your third eye, which is your oh my gosh, what is the, I forget the name, but it's a dark purple. Or, and then if you do it through the crown chakra, which is what manifesting usually is, okay, associated to, right? It forgets all the rest of them, right? It only deals with one subsector of magic, which is thinking it. It will come to fruition, but you have to, it will come with time. And those colors are more associated with white and purple. And asking about when the time frame is irrelevant in that magic, because it can happen like instantly if you connect, or it can happen, you know, like in a couple months, or it can happen in 13 years. Like it legitimately, but you cannot lose wavering faith. Incorporating all of these systems interwoven together is how people like expedite the process. Okay, so I took so many master classes, and I'm gonna save you some money right now. I don't like it when people scam me. People think that I'm gullible, but because I'm really good at showing you that I'm gullible, and so you can think I'm an idiot, but I'm actually retaining a bunch of information from you, and you're the dumbass. But I'm okay with it. I have no issue with it. I understand that it's my silly, goofy looking face. It's fine. I make peace with it, okay? Especially as I dress different, okay? Because it's kind of like, the best way I can explain is like, here we're taught, like, if we're gonna cross the border by foot, okay, you have to dress down so that you're not, they don't try to like high price you. So I went through so many master classes from so many social media like experts, and I was disappointed in finding out that they use AI. It's okay if you use AI. I have no problem with AI, but like AI is $40 and you charged me $3,000, so that's not cool, bro. You know? So I'm gonna just tell you some of the highlights, you know, that they taught me, and I decided that I'd rather make better use of time and give this to people, you know, for free on YouTube, or incorporate it, you know, into the classes, you know. But if you can't continue the classes or something's going on, like, bro, let me help you out with at least some money. So you can go to not Pixar, but Pinterest, and you can screenshot things that you want to manifest, and then you can make that your home screen and your background screen, and you're happy, like you're good, like you have successfully like created your vision board. You can take an extra element and go to Dollar Tree. You don't have to go to other places. You can go to Dollar Tree. You can get the stickers, and you can get the poster board, and you can create a vision board like that. In the 90s, they did it with magazines. People didn't really realize that those were vision boards, but essentially they were vision boards, and then they would essentially step into the shoes of the role of that, like essentially, like even if they tried it for a day, they manifested their end goal, right? But it took long time, you know, and they went through the systems that they believed at the time. Okay, so another method is adding and incorporating magical elements, like magical tools to add, right? Incorporating them into the nails and encapsulating and creating vision boards or stickers, right? And you elevating your power or connecting with a magical transference. So everyone is capable of activating their magic, but you must go through a magical transference, whether through a master high, right? Or you can, with enough time, create it yourself. And I call it magical transference, but in rituals and whatnot, it's called rights. Earning your rights. R-I-T-E-S, rights. Okay? So basically, it is situations that the universe puts you in and simulations that the universe puts you in to have you earn the magical capacity to receive the thing you are requesting. But you cannot, or like you ask, if you need it now, they'll send you a healer. They'll be like, bitch, get a reading, or here, buy the candle from them, learn from them, or whatever the heck, or get these videos, whatever the case may be, right? But here you go. And I feel like this product bridges the gap between that. Like the other product that's really high with this is oh, thank you. I appreciate it. What's it called? I appreciate it, Scarlett. So this product kind of encapsulates that. I imbue on it and create, and oils do the same thing. Like I love Moonlight and Sage. I love her. One day I hope she will co-collaborate with me, but that's a day for the future. But anyway, she does this with her perfume, she does this with her oils. You know, I have oils, so I was like, okay, well, cool. Even I will like recommend more affordable oils, you know, because I understand, okay? If y'all can't get like my oils, then but there's some good oils. Like Art of the Root is perfectly fine and works just as great as Moonlight Sage, but I love both and I have both, and it's okay that I support both. Okay, but I would always pick Moonlight Sage because she's a small business and Art of the Root is more like corporate. Okay, anyway, but so I developed a cuticle oil. It's already like pre-made, the cuticle oil, right? And you all can custom order it, and then when you put on your press-ons after they're, you know, we size you up, right? If y'all decide to get them, it activates the moment that the cuticle oil is applied. So our first pre-order hasn't put the press-ons on, or didn't put the press-ons on, and said, hey, they match. I'm really happy. It was exactly the inspo. I was like, okay, cool. And then they were like, I'm gonna put on the cuticle oil, and they were able to call in SPs, or like that's what it's called in manifesting. The master classes. I hope I didn't give away, but maybe I did, but it's okay. Or target is what it's called in, you know, witchcraft, or like obsessions, but whatever the case may be. But basically, like the person that your ex, whoever, someone that you are wanting to call in, maybe your crush, whoever it may be, right? But then now it's easier because now your glam magic has amplified, okay? It has magnetized. Your authentic inner expression is coming out, and now you essentially, like, you can activate whatever you want, right? You can activate money. And so I was saying in my last set, which I want to recreate, right? But I also like don't want to spend all night. I'm like, I just want these nails done anyway. I was like, I want to receive money and I want to give love, and I thought it worked really well, and it blends really well with also the fact that I'm like Reiki with Reiki. Okay, it's like inner body feng shui. Okay, so you receive with your left and you give with your right. We all know this, but you can give to yourself. So if you like tap on yourself every time you're like, I love myself, bam, you're giving yourself love. That's why I was like, bitch, it's perfect. And then I was like, hey, I want to receive some money. And every time you go like this, well, every time I went like this, at least $1 came in. And I'd be like, bro, I needed to stop testing it, because then I felt like, you know, mad with power. And I was like, bro, I literally said I wasn't going to be ego inflated. Share the damn product already. You've tested it enough, bitch. Like, let's go. So I'm excited. But our pre-order that already got sent out, she only, like, I did more attraction for her because that was her personal request, because, you know, she already got the job at, so she don't need that, right? She needs more like protection and attraction and charm and what, well, not that she needs it, but she prefers it. So I was like, okay, cool. So and she's already getting so many hits, and I'm like, did I just create a mini monster player? But also I'm like, I'm so proud of her. I'm so evil. Anyway, so I say all that to say, I'm gonna show y'all how to do it, because maybe y'all already practice nails. Maybe you already know how to do them. Maybe you have a specific look that you're looking to do. Maybe you're a press-on queen. I don't know. But I'm gonna do acrylic, so y'all can copy the nail art if you're gonna, and just kind of transfer it to the press on, right? But what's it called? I also do press ons. But yeah, I passed my test, y'all, and I didn't really sit in that. I passed my test, and then 15 minutes later it was like bam, 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 like all these things. So I am finally processing that I passed my test, like really, truly, dude. That's my takeaway for this freaking weekend, okay? Literally. So yeah, I passed. I'm gonna freaking schedule it on Monday. I'm gonna schedule the freaking the physical, the practical, because I am ready, and I'm submitting a resume, and I'm gonna work in a salon, and I'm gonna be a whole adult again. It's so weird. I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna be, hopefully the schedule's good though. Like, I'm just gonna ask them about the schedule, but there was one place that I like that's like 9 to 6, which is perfect, and then we can do 7 to 10 for the live, and then bam, right? Anyway, every live will be different, but let's get started. I don't want to waste any more time. It's 10. We got till midnight. But I'm not gonna start that until when? Until well, I'm gonna ask them if they'll take me, but if they don't, that's fine. You know, I just gotta wait for the test. So we're gonna give it our all. I'm gonna go live as much as possible, and we're gonna create a consistent schedule. And I have a surprise for y'all, but I can't talk about it yet, but it's really cool. But yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Anyway, side note, so thank you. We're gonna test out this Dollar Tree chrome forking finally, bitch. Like, oh my gosh, dude. I have no freaking clue how this is gonna go. We're gonna find out together. There's a YouTube influencer here who does what the heck do they do? She she rates Temu charms and Temu nail products and art. And I love that. And Temu started doing hauls, and I feel that way about Dollar Tree. Me and Dollar Tree, we're broski hoskies, and I don't think Dollar Tree knows, but you know, I know that I'm in love with Dollar Tree. Like, Dollar Tree is that bestie that you don't fork with, okay? Temu too, I gotta give it to Temu, but Temu upset me with the tariff prices. But Dollar Tree said, we're just gonna raise the price 25 forking cents. And I love them for that, and I will always shout them out. Ugh, Dollar Tree's the only ones with sanity in their minds, I swear, bro. In this economy. Anyway, so yeah. I lost a nail on this one. Okay, so we're gonna attempt our bestiest, chestiest to glue it on, but I suck at that part. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So we're gonna see how this goes, because I have to get, no, I don't suck at it with other people, but on myself I kind of low-key, I'm not gonna say I suck. I'm getting better. I'm learning, bitch. Anyway, can I have my bib hair thing? I wasn't gonna wear it, but I need like a clip or something. Can you pass me like a hair clip or a hair? Never mind, I like, bam, clip right here, bitch. First of all, put your hair rack. You don't want no hairs on your nails, the fuck? That's gross. You don't need no contact dermatitis, girl, no. Okay. Also, I barely colored my hair, so that's why my hands are red. And if I look like a plum, that's why. Anyway, let's continue. So, this is for the acrylic girlies. So if we have any nail techs in here or people that are practicing to be nail techs, I was only taught Russian, okay, Russian manicure. So yeah, let me get the nail tips though, and we're gonna do the whole 9,000 yards, the whole 9,000 processes with this nail. All the other ones are a refill, so we got a small little break, but damn. Anyway, this hand I might just turn into chrome land. I'm not gonna lie, because I want to see what all the chromes look like, and then I might just put pictures of money on top, bitch. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, we're not going to discriminate, and we are sticker bitches over here. Like, until we learn how to draw, we are sticker bitches, and we're proud. Okay, like vision board for life. Anyway, no, I'm just playing. Okay, I'm just gonna place that right there. I cannot wait to tell y'all, actually to show y'all, but I can't say it. I'm not even gonna hint at it. You no, Melly, don't try to read my mind. You will get misinformation. Anyone, Goldie, no, I have a divination board up because I cannot talk about it, but I definitely want to. Anyway, I don't even think Goldie's here, bro. If I'm being quite honest, so sad. We're gonna play with these. Oh, we're definitely gonna need the money, honey. Okay, the freak. Hello. What was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for nail tips. I already forgot, bro. I bet they're over there. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm also gonna be recommending a lot, so take notes, y'all, if you care. If y'all want to know. Okay. Alrighty, bro. We're gonna try these, but I don't have a huge high hope for this. I'm not gonna lie. I want my pink gloves, so we're grabbing the pink gloves, bitch. The fuck? I really hope YouTube gets used to my sailor's mouth, bro, because you know, TikTok didn't care much, but I don't know if Twitch does, or if YouTube does, but I hope they don't, because you know I used to be a truck driver, so I'd be cussing like a sailor. Like, I have issues, dude. Okay, we don't need to go over this. I just need to have the flexibility to throw the F-bomb once in a while.
Once in a while, every sentence.
Leave me the fork alone, you forking hoe. Like, damn. I feel like hoe is my. I need to leave it alone, but me and that word, we just connect on another level. Okay, that's my soul word. That's my unicorn soul word, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you like 100% look like a fucking puppet right now. Like, you do not look real. Like, you straight up look like a puppet. I just gotta tell you. Anyway, where the fork are these damn nails? I don't even know where they're at. Alright, we are not gonna let this stop us, because as handy dandy nail techs, we are savvy. So we will figure it the fork out. That's why we have these backup bitches right here. These dinosaur claws right here. Yeah. That is because we gonna reshape them. I just don't want to do the extra work, but when times are tough, you better cluck. I don't know. I lost my my rhyme. You better peacock, okay? Can you peacock?
Sorry, YouTube. It's not what you think.
No, like an actual chicken.
Oh, like cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I don't know where these bitches just disappeared, dude. All right. I really don't want to, but I don't have the slightest idea where I place these nail tips. So we're gonna do the dinosaur nails. All right. Well, now y'all are gonna learn, because these are probably the ones that y'all are gonna use at school. Maybe, I don't know, maybe mine was just ghetto, or you know, they seemed really high class, dude. I really don't know. Like, they either were or they weren't, but compared to some of the other schools, I gotta give my school, you know, a top tier. They were top shelf, okay? But it literally felt like I walked into a bar every day. I don't know. But that's besides the point. Somehow I learned and passed. Somehow I learned and, you know, was able to Scooby-Doo my way into knowing nails somehow. La, da, da, ba, ba. You know. Anyway, it was a very beautiful, challenging, amazing, miraculous journey, and it ended up teaching me so much about magic. I'm repeating some of the things that I said from the first live because, bro, I never got a chance to tell y'all, right? Anyway, yeah, we're gonna test some things out now. All right, so now y'all gonna see like the proceso. So first things first, because I'm really forking annoyed that these, you know, how come Agayusita gets to cuss, dude? I freaking love her too, dude. But she cusses like every 3 like words. Nick, Mr. Mustachio, Pistachio, Nut, Punk.
That's fun.
I don't really know what I'm saying. How come Agayusita gets to cuss? Is it why? Explain it. Okay, so she gets to cuss, I get to cuss, okay? Because we both Latinas, and that's our connection, and I love her. Anyway, but, you know, I want to express myself. It's just artistic expression. I'm just kidding. Okay, in all seriousness, what's it called? We're gonna size her. We're gonna size the duck nail, the duck monster claw nail. Okay. So for those of you that never knew before but now are learning, okay, this is the side that we sized. Okay, this is the outer the outer clutch. I don't know why I'm saying that, but the claw like Toys R Us. Okay, but these gorals right here, a lot of nail techs will recommend these. Okay, especially if you're doing acrylics. Where the fork did I grab this? This is a 2. Okay, I'm literally lost. Anyways, so yes, okay. And we're just gonna do nails together, girl. Okay, so this one looks like a good match. She's hugging my finger nice and snatched. That's what we want to see. You see that? She's hugging my finger. I need to clean her because my finger looks like gross, bro. But we're gonna clean her up. But anyway, sidewall, hugging sidewall to sidewall. When y'all measure your... What happened? What? Oh no, dude. No, don't even. Bear, sit. Hold on. I'll be right back, bro.
Also, we made donuts.
La, 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 la. Dude.
Tell them about the donuts.
Oh, they're really nice. We're just putting frosting on them. They're really delicious.
Don't forget.
I'm not. I'm literally.
It's coming over here.
How? Okay, anyway. Not the point. Okay. Are you done? Are you sure? Are you positive? I feel like you're not, dude. I feel like you're about to bombard me with more troublesome behavior. I don't know. Okay, there was a hand sanitizer in there. Where did it go? Okay, I found it. You literally were no help. You didn't even attempt at answering that question. Thank you. I appreciate your help with all that. I love you so much. You're the best man in the whole world of existence of the universe. Love you. Okay. Oh. Did they win? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyways. We're gonna go ahead and continue. I believe it was this one, y'all. It was. Okay. Okay. So if it like almost fits, first check the one next to it. But if this one's like too small, yeah, like this one. Well, they could both fit. This one could technically work too, but every nail tech is different and they'll say that this is too like short. So it's really dependent on you, but also the acrylic just kind of like, yeah, it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one and size it to my nail. That's my preference. Every nail tech is different, but I want to do that. Don't over file it though, because it can get short fast and then you have to restart, and it's like, bro. All right, cool. So, all right, now that that's filed, so what I like to do, and you do not have to copy me, but I just think that this is a good idea. First of all, let me file this nail again. I like to use gel nail glue, the foreign one. This is Kiara Sky, but there's also this one, and this one's on the more affordable side. And I will grab my lamp, my little lamp, and I will place it at, like, basically use it instead of glue, and I like that more. But you need to put base coat on for it to work right, because it'll pop right off. Okay, because I had to learn that the hard way, that yeah, that's what you do. So anyways, I don't know if I did cuticle work on this yet. We're gonna grab all the bits. Okay, perfect, coolios. But this is what you start with when you are starting fresh on a new set. It is my wrong hand, okay, y'all? So just a heads up, okay? So it ain't gonna be perfect, bro. Don't even start with me. But for my DIY girlies, okay, you can use this to push the cuticle. If you don't want to trim your cuticles because you don't trust yourself, that's fine. You can either go fast or not fast. This is me trying to like show y'all the proper way it's supposed to look that I do it, but this is uncomfortable AF because I'm a left-handed person. Okay, and then this is the you know, the fast salon way. All right, cool. So it needs to look something like this, but if your nails are thin, be very delicate. You can burn yourself. I won't repeat myself. Okay, so my nails are delicate because I practiced my way through, okay? Also, if you just don't like the way that the nail looks, huh? If you just don't like the way the nail looks, but for the refill, you could just do a soak off, dude. I did videos on soak offs already, but that's on the Majestic Caos nail, Majestic Caos nails. Like, these look purple. Well, actually they look gray, but because I colored my hair and I played with the what's it called? Falling in love. This color. Whoa, now going down. You got me tripping, stumbling, pimping, fumbling. We have lifting right here, so we want to remove the lifting, okay? So just be aware of that. You always want to go the direction of the lifting, really truly. And if it's like really a lot, you want to switch to a metal bit to save time, because this can end up burning you, or you can end up over drilling or something. But it's lifting and it's close to the cuticle, so get an extra fine bit. This is what extra fine looks like. Okay? This is what medium looks like. This is a safety bit, by the way. Make sure you are checking that you are not drilling your natural nail, because it will cause problems later on for you. You really want to make sure that they're gentle with your nails, so you don't end up going through any like issues later, or any like nail separation. It's so common on the sidewalls because of overfiling. Nail techs will tell you that heat isn't normal. Sometimes it is if you have very thin nails, but it is an indication that you need to give your nails a break, okay? So just be aware of that. But anyways, we are now ready to move on to the cuticle part, okay? And essentially like remove the cuticles. You don't have to do this part, but a lot of people like the clean, you know, non-cuticle look. So I don't know if I lifted it for this one already, but we're gonna attempt to lift it. It looks like I did work a little bit on it, maybe, I'm not really sure. But if I feel any burning, then I'll immediately stop, because that means that either my cuticles are too thin or I already worked on it. Okay. It should feel relaxing, maybe a little cleaning, vibration, but it should not feel like necessarily bad. If it does, you don't have cuticle. You don't have cuticle, girl. Leave it alone. Girl. Your poor skinsies. Put some cuticle oil immediately. Start. I love how our body will tell us and respond individual to us too. Like, it's not exactly other people's like pain tolerance. Maybe some people relate to it, but not everyone. People be built a certain way, bro. And I just love how mine's like, bitch, I can freaking go through a surgery with my knee and be like, bro, I didn't even feel it, or it kind of hurts or whatever, you know, and get up and do my physical therapy and whatever. But like a sprained foot or like a freaking burn from this bitch, and I'm like, motherfucker, I have no clue why. It is so strange to me. Also, like, I can sit through like no anesthesia because the dentist forgot to give me enough and feel like what's going on in a root canal. But like, when this bitch burns, it fucking burns, bitch. Okay, leave me the fuck alone. I don't know what it is about this. I'm picking up a tortilla from the hot stove, but it fucking hurts. Okay, like, those are pains I hate. Like, I can deal with a lot, but that shit hurts. Anyway, I've done it with a cheaper machine from Target. Bro, oh, it hurt. I was like, ow. I don't know what it is about all that and stubbing your toe, dude. Those are just pains that I just feel like we're just, like, I feel like that was a special place of evil for us. Like of all the things that we already have to like survive and deal with as human beings, you have to add that to the roster of pain. Like, can we not have anything? So I can imagine when I'll like be watching these intense documentaries that people will bring up about tribes and, you know, dental surgeries or loss of like certain things or removal of things. And one of them was hands, and I was like, why? Like, why? Like, just why? Like, can we not appreciate nails? Can we not have nothing now? Like, we could have lived our entire lives without a society wanting to get rid of hands or fingers. Like, that was actually like insane to me, bro. Out of all the limbs you could have chosen, you chose hands. That's just crazy. Some people choose ears, some people choose freaking legs or teeth, but that was a first for me for hands. Some people choose, you know, some tribes choose some intense ass places. You're like, bro, calm the fork down, bro. You should have no access to this, bitch. The fuck. Anyway. Some do tattoos. That one I think is really cool. Tattoos. Burn marks I don't care for. I don't think it's necessary. But anyway, what's it called? I thought it was so crazy, and I was like, but like they can't get their nails done. That's what I said. Like, I just. And then you start envisioning the pain, bro. Like, having to go through that, like, some initiation, like a bar mitzvah. Like, oh yeah, like, this is just normal. I'm like, bro, no, it's not, bro. Like, but you think it is. So we're gonna go with it, but it's really not. Like, I don't know if I could live without hands, dude. That'd be so sad. Like, I think I'd run away. Like, because it's not from my autonomic control of saying that I wanted to lose such things. Like, that's just personal, you know? Anyway, so okay, so this is what it looks like. Clink, 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 clink. The cuticles, don't look at the rest. Okay, yeah, all right, cool. So the prep work is done, and it's time to do the primer and the dehydrator. I kept freaking forgetting this part on my mom's toes, and I was like, bitch, don't. Por favor. Okay. All right, cool. So, dehydrator, because we're gonna apply it to the whole nail. Yeah. Okay. And primer. Don't forget the base coat. The base coat protects your nail, and it is the perfect layer for the glue. So it's a 2-in-1. It's a twofer. So the base coat's important. You could do top coat too, whichever you prefer, because it's not going to be seen. But you know, if you want to be thorough, right, or detailed, you could do the base coat. All right, cool, dude. You don't have to do 2 layers because you're not going to do a manicure. Also, this is a test, so it's a 3-fer. This can be a small test for you to see essentially like, can your nail handle the nail glue? Because if it can handle it in this lamp, then it can handle it in the big lamp, then the nail glue will be perfect. Okay? Then you can place it in the big lamp. The big lamp is a lot hotter, so be aware of that. So if it does burn, it's okay. So just be aware of that, okay? Do a hand test. All right. And just let it cure. La, 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 so, yeah. So we have 40 seconds. One of the longest parts about this is the curing process, but it's a lot faster than waiting for the regular polish to dry. I promise you. So even though it takes longer in the manicure, you save up all that time at the from the end of them just kind of sitting there awkwardly like, oh my gosh, which do I do? And then they have no charge, and then you're like bruh, like, let me look for a charger. I had you all settled up. Here are the snackies and everything. Or if like you have another client. But yeah, it saves time. But a lot of salons will upcharge for it because they're more expensive. But I will just incorporate it into the price. I'd rather do tiers. Like, it's just like a thing of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, like, yes, they're more expensive, but like a freaking increasing the manicure $2 or $1 or something, like, just in the manicure price isn't the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? For the gel used. Anyway, I just don't think it's like, why are we charging $5 to $20 upcharge for it? Like, they use a drop, maybe 2, but some gel, like, now purchasing all the products, I understand a little bit, not a whole lot. Okay, I don't like it when people will do the whole like, oh, pro tip. So I cured it all the way. I used my lamp, but I used a 72-watt lamp because I love her. She's amazing. Anyway, and you want to scratch it up so that it cures really, really well. Okay? Don't over buff her either. Just enough. Okay? So now she is ready for curing. You can wipe it with a lint-free wipe. You can add alcohol to it if you want. The scratches are there. That's what matters for the curing process. Anyway, I would highly advise you use a little spatula. Like, this is thin enough, okay? To kind of like run it across, because you don't want to like a whole lot. Or like the back end of the needle of the freaking what's it called? Do a small dot. You can even pre-buff this nail, but as long as you buff one, that's all that matters. Okay? Anyway, so we have a lot of glue, but it's okay. That was a whole lot. You see, you be very sparing with it, madam. And then you can grab like the edge of this and essentially like poke the holes. So we don't want no holes, girl. That's not what we want, okay? And just like spread it. You see, we're gonna spread it like that. If this was regular glue, you wouldn't have to do this, but this is not regular glue, so yeah. Okay, So, and then you just want to like add. Okay, bam. Nick, get the light.
What light?
This is the part where you need a partner.
What light?
Where is it? Right there. And use your tongue to point. Make sure you use your tongue. Get yourself a designated, you know, light holder. And you do that. I'm pretty sure your bestie will want to be involved in the forkery of it all. So just invite her, dude. Look at the dinosaur claw. Look at that dinosaur claw, dude. Look at this dinosaur claw. Like, anyway, and then you're going to, you can add more if you want, right? First, cure her, okay? Like the food. Cure that hoe. Make sure she's on your nails. Mr. Mustache is phone. Can you call Majestic? Thank you. Cool. Cool beans. We have 28 seconds, bro. I need to work on my cuticle work on my thumb, but I think my other cuticle is 8. But right here, if this happens to you, you can fix it. We all know the nails are going to be so beautiful. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, you literally gotta trust the process, bro. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, cool. So, anyways, 5 hours and a back problem later. Voila. No, I'm just kidding. No, but in all seriousness, I'm gonna wear a back brace, bro, because yeah. Anyways, you can use your 180 grit file or a buffer, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna file some of this off. I'll show you how to shape it in a bit, but you want to be really careful because this is the part that's on your sidewall, okay? And we're blending it in, bro. Like, we're blending her, okay? We just want her to not be in the way too big. We want to be accurate. Okay, let me get the, I had done a 4, so we do a 4 here as well. Where the fork are these things? Okay, I don't think this is the same size, but I don't give a flying fork, bro. Like, we're so done. Okay, get the hair out of the way. Okay, Los chihuetas. You're gonna fight with the magnets for like 3 minutes. Maybe I can win before the song ends. You're gonna go through weird little competitions with yourself. I win. Fuiste mala con mi corazón y ahora vienes a buscarme. Okay. So I did a 4, so we're gonna keep it at a 4. Oh no, wait, I did do a 3. That's fine. I ended at a 3, so we want to check. It's a good thing I remember that, because that would have sucked if some were longer. It would have been like, bro. All right, so we're gonna fight with the magnet like 30 more seconds. Cool. All right, I did do a 3, so that's a 3. Bam, that's a 3. Put your dinosaur claw in there and slice. Watch her fly. You can do a goalpost. I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways. Bro. You're done with the nail clippers, okay? And grab your buffer. Honestly, the buffer is the safer bet because this bitch, sometimes she's nice, sometimes she's mean. And with these, they're amazing, but you don't want to take no chances. So pre-shape the nail to your liking, okay? The good news is that you put a base coat on, so you already protected your sidewalls. Okay, girl, because we got you here. All right, I low-key glued it crooked, but it's okay. We will fix it. So this is what it's looking like so far. You still gotta trust the process, okay? So, all right, we're gonna shape her, and I'm gonna do this nail as a coffin. Oh, I'll do it as a tapered square. It's fine. Actually, I'll change this one to a coffin. And this will just be a full coffin. Yeah, this will just be a full coffin. I wanna love myself. I wanna go within. Okay, so go close it out. I wanna do. How I first found it. The beauty surrounding us sure is astounding. The light from the treetops guides the frequency beams us freedom and trust. All right, so when I say blended, girl, she needs to look like that. You saw the thick ass staircase, and then where did she go? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so after that's done, we are concerned about this right here. This will cause lifting right here. You see that? Okay, I want to get rid of that. So you're gonna have to get comfortable with the file for that, girly pants. Okay, there's no sugar coating it, like, because the stupid buffer didn't work. Okay, so yeah, but this is just called dabbing up. I call this dabbing up. I call this edging up because, like, just like Nick's hairline, we gotta edge it up, you know.
Edge it up. Damn.
That's what you tell your barber. And he just does such a crisp line. I'm always like so fascinated with how crisp they do it. So it's gotta look crisp. You gotta dab her up, okay? Your nail needs to look sexy. I'm just kidding. No. Just make it straight, okay? But if you want to go the extra mile, okay? Anyway, so we took care of the edges, we took care of the blending, and this is essentially right now we have to take care of, bitch, it's crooked. Okay, so yeah, okay. Damn it. Now I can't fucking concentrate. Just stupid. I love you so. You're just like a walking meme for me. I love you so much. I love you. I love you too, but I incorporate you into so much of my work, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, anyway. So we're gonna be Peter Griffin now with our freaking big ass hoop earrings and our long ass nails. And we're gonna answer the phone as we fix it. That is not how I recommend fixing it, but we're pressed for time, so no, I'm just kidding. I got annoyed, so we're gonna fix it that way. But you can hold it straight, but honestly, I ain't gonna hold it like this way. Is very difficult. Okay, we're gonna turn it into a square. Bam. Done. Now it's straight. Okay. So I was able to keep the shape. I was able to keep the shape, and yeah. Ignore the ugly brown nails because we're gonna clean them. But if they're not super clean, it's okay. We're gonna paint over them. So, but it's because I waited a while, and it's because of the hair dye. It's not because of anything else. It's just hair dye. So I'm not like really worried about that. And so, but I'm gonna remove it because I don't want it on my nails. But before I do that, okay, now there's base coat, and now we have that, and now we can apply the acrylic. You don't have to because it's base coat, so it's literally pointless. But if for some forking reason you want to apply primer and dehydrator on the base coat, you can do that, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna clean it with slip solution or gel cleaner or alcohol. Don't do it with acetone because it melts it, okay? Unless you want to melt the nail on, but I don't recommend doing that, dude. We're gonna do, so we want to be like accurate, you know, so get like a cotton swab here, okay? Get a cotton swab, it's just safer. Okay, so I'm gonna clean it. We're cleaning the nail, we're cleaning her. We don't want any hairs, that's why we're cleaning her this way. This should work, but you know, sometimes she don't, okay? Let's just be so freaking for real. It's okay. Anyway, now we're gonna move forward. Before I continue with the rest of the refill, I need to add acrylic to this one because this is not protected. So we're gonna get our refill brush. Bada bam! We're gonna get a dappen dish. We're gonna get the monomer. Alright, cool. We don't need you right in this moment. We need to protect our manos. And now we're gonna protect this hand. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I don't even know what the freak is playing, bro. Freaking Weekend, bro. Like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, we're gonna have to change you out, girl. I don't feel like working hard. No. We can do that. That's fine. Whatever. Nelly Furtado, you're winning. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and grab some monomer, some clear acrylic powder, sniffle whiffle the vapors. So many people love the smell. All right. The first dip will always be the one that gets rid of all the air bubbles. Where is your lint-free wipe? Your lint-free wipe. Okay, yeah. Beautiful. Okay. What you waiting for? Alright, cool. This is what you need to worry about. You don't want to have this on your skin as much. Okay, bloppers will happen. Okay, that's just part of the process of learning, bro. Okay. Halfway and dip. Oh, right. Dab, dab, dab. The first nail will always be essentially like kind of the hardest because you're testing out your environment. You don't know what environment you're in, or you might be able to tell as you're like a more experienced nail tech, oh, this is the environment I'm in, I need to watch out for XYZ, right? But if you're still like learning, you are essentially playing with the product and essentially, you know, but because temperatures drop and rise and the whole nine, it's important to, I don't even know what the hell I'm saying, so just ignore me right now because I'm just a nail. So become a nail. If you master the one bead method, you have become a true nail tech, they say. Okay, but honestly, bro, if you can actually do it straight, bro, do that. Like, ignore everyone else. Okay, like, shoot. Okay, don't drown the cuticle with acrylic. Always check the cuticle and make sure that you get into the habit of cleaning your brush before you dip it in the monomer. Okay, all right, cool. So all right, we want to make sure that there's no flooding around the cuticle area. We didn't really touch the cuticle. It's kind of like dry, bro, to be for real. There was a little bit, but I just removed it by accident. Clear is one of the hardest acrylics to work with, just as a heads up, okay? So yeah, and that's all we could do. So this is what we're looking like so far, okay? But we're doing good. Clean your brush while you wait for the nail. Okay, these are expensive and it's your work. Literally, this is your job, okay? Because acrylic is what so many people want. So even if it's your nylon brush, you need this to work your tools. So okay, cool. All right, perfect. We're gonna also now apply a second like bead. We're gonna clean up the other nails, apply, and then apply the refill bead on each of those, okay, as well. Working on my dream life, can't be real fine. You can see me from the moon. Oh, look, we did get a layer on. Okay, cool. You can always use the light to check, so upon like further inspection you can actually see that we applied a second layer, okay? But first, actually, you want to check that it's all dry, okay? So it's still a little wet right here, but that's okay because this is the edge. We want it to be dry right here. Okay, cool. So now, and it's all because I'm working on my energy, cleaning up, I'm taking care of. Let it sit on your brush. You can even like remove some of the wetness if you want, and then dab. Okay, this is what professionals do. Okay, I'm still learning, so. And this keeps it from being like too runny, but the thing is, doing that, you know, while still testing the environment is not recommended, but you're still learning, so, and so am I, so it's okay, you know? That's the truth. It's okay if you need to drill some off, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But you don't need a whole lot of monomer because it gets expensive to use monomer. And don't be afraid to really like press down, essentially, right? And clean up your cuticles. And your side walls. Alright, cool. So, we did good there. We still need to apply a little acrylic right there, but we're gonna focus on the edge real quick to even out the acrylic. Okay? You don't need a whole lot. Okay, that was a bad dip. Alright. I might be able to get this one. Yeah, okay. So if you can grab it, you grab it, you remove it, okay? Alright. So we want to see that. That's really good. Okay. So now we can focus on the last little bit and we can move on to the rest of the nails. All right, cool. All right, and now you do your checks, okay? So put it under the light and you are checking that it's sealed. That's all we're looking for right now, and that there's nothing on the skin. That's all we care about, okay? Perfect. Once we know that, you can either move on to the next section or you can refill the rest of the nails. Now, the rest of the nails are with the natural nails, so we're gonna refill the rest of the nails, and we already cleaned up the lifting and whatnot, but some lifting might have occurred while, you know, since we waited, okay? But we'll focus on that in a bit. Because it was a whole nail, yes, this I need to work on not using the napkins like that so much, but you know, we get better as we go along. But we have more, so it's okay. Alright, cool. Okay, so as long as it's not disturbing you, you're good. But we do have like more lifting here. We don't have any more there. All right, and we're gonna clean the undersides. So we're gonna close this real quick, and since we're gonna close that, we're gonna move this away. Okay, get your mask as well. question. Okay. It's okay. One of those things from... Oh, I found it. I win. Okay. So let's go ahead and clean up the edges. A dust collector is gonna be your like bestie chesty, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. So just be aware of that. But so we're gonna clean this up because I don't like that she looks like a dinosaur. This also gives you a good indication of like, do you need to add more acrylic? How are we doing? Dab her up. Free edge, just like Mr. Mustache's hair. Okay, don't do the sidewalls too much. Check both angles. Check both angles. Pull the skin so you don't feel any burn. And smooth out the edges. Pull the skin. Okay. Whatever you can't get, it's okay. Don't worry, don't freak out. Give your fingers breaks. Be nice to your fingers. Don't be a T-Rex to your fingers, okay? I promise you, it will come out. All right, cool. So it's not like fully done, but it's a lot better than it was. So we want to start like shaping her. Okay, so this is what we're working with like so far. Okay, like she's not like all the way done, but it looks like much cleaner than it did, right? Okay, so all right, we're not done, but we need to grab the electric drill now, because technically, like, what I did was the aftermath, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We got it. Okay. Cool beans. All right, cool. It's a little thick right here, so I'm gonna grab this one. Wait, this is not a safety bit, so, and it's not a beginner bit, so just as a heads up, bro. Okay. We want it to look like less dinosaur claw, more human nail, or less like a bubble. Unless you like the bubble look, then keep it. All right, cool. All right. Now we're gonna seal the cuticle. All right. And if you want to take the extra measurements, you can. I'm gonna demonstrate it, but if you're in a rush, don't do this. You can grab the buffer instead. All right, cool. Okay, so this is what it's like looking like right now. So it's like almost there. It's starting to get there. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, it might even be a little long, but it's okay. And then like you would proceed on to the rest of the there we go. Yeah, that looks like so much better. All right. All right, you know what? We're gonna just test out the first chrome. I'm kind of excited, so we're gonna test it out. So, huh? Yeah. Let's see how the first chrome looks. Thank you. Honestly, just curious. There's a small dip, but maybe the gel will cover you, maybe not. If you're fast enough, then the gel will cover you. If not, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can re-soak it off and try again. You can drill it off and then basically, you know, reapply acrylic, but I just really am curious about this gel, so yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Anyway. All right, cool. So which one should we try first? Which one do you want to test out first? The blue one or the purple pink one? Nobody wants to be alone. What's it for? Baby, you got it bad. You got it. Purple pink. Okay. Boy, you got it, blah, na 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 na. You got it, na 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 na. All right, cool. So this is accessing our third, actually our crown chakra. So the moment that you, first of all right, So this should feel sticky now, okay? So this is what we're dealing with, or what we're working with right now, okay? So, yeah, okay. And you can finish shaping her up or whatever you want, you know. You can touch it, you know. You're good. Just grab the alcohol. Done it. And a wipe. Alright, cool. You can make it matte. You can do whatever you want, girl. Hello. Literally, sky's the limit. Alright, cool. So, let's see how this does, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm excited a little bit. I knew it. Alright, and you can use the little thing that they give you. We'll try it just to see if it works if y'all don't have this other thing. So you can go to the local supply and essentially see if they have this other thing too. So let's go ahead and see how this does. Oh my gosh! Dollar Tree Chrome! Okay, alright, we got a little traction, alright. Yeah, this is doing good. Okay, so when that doesn't work, the chrome is good. You just need to apply a lot or a little bit more than usual. You can use your finger, but clean your finger, please. Or you can use the sponge. But this is not too shabby. It's a little bit sheer, but it seems like if you keep like going at it, it goes to the rest of the nail. Almost makes like an ombre effect. Hey, okay, yeah, this works. If I had applied black underneath, it would look way better. I did not do that, but this is doing great for me not applying black. Oh, wow. Look at that. Y'all, look at that. That's not too shabby, bro. Okay, so the Dollar Tree Chrome, it might just work for one set because we used a lot. But, you know, it's okay. You can't see the dents. Let's see, wait. Yes, you can. But it's okay. If you're missing acrylic or something like that, you can add like a little charm there. We're not even done with the whole look, so it's not the end of the world. Bam. That is so interesting. Alright, so it does take a hot minute, but... And I accidentally over rubbed, but... So the chrome is sensitive, but... you know, she still works. That's all that matters. At least it wasn't just glitter. Another thing you can do is rub it on the bottom to kind of give it more of an effect. Oh yeah, this is look at that. Can y'all see it? I have no clue what I dropped. My bad. Let me bring it closer. Can y'all see it? It's a little lumpy, but alright. So it's a little lumpy, it's a little crooked, but it's okay. It is my non-dominant hand. We can always turn it into a coffin, but this chrome will do the trick for one nail. Maybe two. Now, like, I wanted to see how VNS's chrome does. Like the pearl, this is the pearl chrome. This is the ultra white pearl. And this chrome, girl, oh my gosh. I was so in love with this chrome. It was glorific. Glorific. See, look at that. It made it like lighter. All right. That was just like one-ish swipes. So, but anyways, but this is like more expensive. But that's cool, broski. All right, so we figured out one. And basically she looks good, but the dent makes her look like she has like a, but if we add like a little charm, she'll look normal again. Don't fall for the optical illusion. And then my nail is crooked, so my nail grows that way, but then I put the nail this way so that the lines don't match up, but it's okay. Okay, but yeah. Okay, and you can always turn her into a coffin too if you don't like square, because I get it. But I'm okay with getting better little by little. Wearing, owning, and learning from my nails, bro. Okay? Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and continue. I just wanted to check that out real quick. We're gonna prep the rest of the nails. I swear it feels like giving my nail a tattoo sometimes. Okay. I want the gunk off, even though I'm not gonna see it, but I still want the gunk off. Because I am being picky, but that's because I really believe that the cleanliness helps with the maintenance of the nails. Okay. So, they're clean. Almost. Okay. Bro, like, you wipe your freaking butt cheeks, like, you know what I'm saying, dude? And if you're not, and if you're bodane, like, what is that like, bro? Tell the rest of us. I'm Mexican, bro. We use the toilet. Okay, so get all that gunk out. You clean your apartment. Okay, ain't no shame. You cleaning your stuff. You wipe your bum when you shower, dude. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not, like, why? Why are you not cleaning in between the peaches? I must question you. Where's your sanity? Anyway, so you want to get all the gunk out from all the cleaning you did. Okay. So, bam. So it's like better, right? A little bit, right? Me from work. And we're gonna add primer and dehydrator. Basically do what we did with that other nail, girl. Okay, yeah. I like when the physical don't mean me asking for more. I'm a sexy mama. I'm gonna do what I wanna. Make sure you clean the nails. Por favor. Clean them. Take this off, baby, can't you see it on me? I don't think you know I'm telling you listen. ¿A dónde estás, güey? I see nothing, I'm telling you to listen, that I'm done. Okay, anyway, so yeah, y'all got to see like the full procedure. We tested out one of the chromes, but I'm gonna put on the acrylic and then color day, because who the freak is snoring so delicious? The freak,
This dude over here,
like, bro, like,
he did nothing all day.
I'm like, this guy acts like he worked a 12-hour shift, bitch. Courage, shut the hell up, dude. Like, you legit, you know what you did all day? You slept. Freaking retired. This guy. And I thought it was you. I was like, okay, Mr. Mustache is asleep. No, it was Courage. Freaking Courage, the cowardly dog. Beam, 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 beam. Okay. I don't remember if I added a dehydrator to this nail. I believe I did, so yeah. Anyway, Mr. Mustache has like work in the AM. And I have no idea what I have, but I'm pretty sure I have shit to do too, because we all need to do things. Anyway, so we're gonna do the acrylic and then go from there, bro. And tomorrow will be sub day. But anyway, we got to test it out, y'all. Also, okay, so when you add the purple, I want you to connect to the chakra associated. Okay, blue is for throat, but also associated to water. Also, you can associate it to element. This is air, 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 air. So what is air? Voice. Okay, perfect. So continuing. Where's the monomer? Oh. Like, I legit have 10 minutes. Hello. The clock is a ticking, bitch. Go. At this point, put on mountains, but just do something. Okay. Time is against you. It's 11:54. So, okay, we're gonna just pretend that it was 11:53 when I applied. And you just want to dab, dab, dab. Pull the skin if you can. Try not to overly panic. It does not have to be perfect. Just get it on the cuticle area. And then if it's too late, pues ya, bitch, it's too late. You just keep going. You know what I'm noticing? I'm not flooding the cuticle anymore. And I was doing that. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so proud, Selena. Selena. Yes. There we go, bro. Obviously, more professionals start the wrong way. The salon way is to start from the bottom up, but the book way, oh my goodness. You see, I already messed up. Nail tech class number 1. Do not dip your brush in the monomer until you clean it. Okay, it's still okay, it's still clean, but just try not to do it. Okay, cool. But time is of the essence. 2 minutes have passed. You better hurry the F up, bitch. You go. Get the rest of that freaking cuticle. Don't even freaking breathe. Don't even move, bitch. Like, go, go, go. Nothing else matters right now. Nothing. It's much easier to mold it with the brush than it is with the e-file. But if you must rely on the e-file, rely on the e-file. Who the fuck cares? Alright, we still have time before the oil comes back into the skin. Close the cuticle. Alright, but we gotta move the fork on. If we can apply it to one more nail, then good job. Good for you. I'm proud of you, broski, but I'm not that. I am not that. I think I did it this time. Alright, cool beans. So I think I did it this time. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Hey, okay, clean your brush. The cuticle is taken care of, which is what matters. It's the most important part. Clean your brush, dip her and clean her. And look at that, we even have one more nail we can do. Oh my god, Selena. All right, cool. If you want to be like extra crazy, like freaking, okay, add the bits that you need to the nail bits. Actually, this is not gonna work, girl. It's not gonna work. Hello. Okay, next we'll have to redo the the thingy-lingy-lingy, but that's okay because we are fixing, essentially layering. Okay, bam. So that is applied. Okay, that one too is applied, And you have to redo the dehydrator and the, well, you don't have to, but you know, if you wanted to have more longer retention, you will just apply it, reapply it. And then just like what we did with this one, you shape it and basically clean it up. Basically. So yes. And then you pick your colors. And that's it, girly pants. Pick your colors and then we move on finally to the nail art. Alright, so this one was like a perfect application because even though it's a little bit bubbly, I should pre-order for my daughter. Oh, okay. Thank you. What's it called? It's a little bit bubbly, but it's all the way on. So this one won't be super hard to shape, okay? So this one, we did great. She obviously still wet, so move on to the next nail, and especially since you still have time and your goal is to focus on that cuticle work first, and then second you want to worry about if you can essentially get it to be all over the nail. But first, make sure your cuticle is solid. Lighting is so important to pinch the skin, y'all, okay? Fill the nail in, okay? And then parallel. Clean your brush, clean your brush. Alright, cool. Alright, they're all sealed. And that didn't take long at all. Alright, since they're all sealed, I'm gonna take the extra time to fill in the edges. And then we're gonna call it. Alright, it's really easy with the thumb, but essentially this is the goal to do with each nail, if possible, is like encompass without overdoing it. Blend it. Alright. That's probably already gonna dry, which is fine. Alright, and just move on. We'll have to do it in the e-file process, but you just move on. Don't even worry, bro. Alright, cool. And basically, they just need to be credit card thick. Alright. And just wait for them to dry. All right. Oh. So they're gonna look like monsters, which is fine. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You just don't panic. Just debulk like I showed you. There's also plenty of videos that teach debulking. And yeah. Ugh. I'll debulk one more just to, but I gotta go. Grab a metal tool. This is almost done drying. This one's good. Yeah, that's good. Wasn't me. And you debulk, girl. Ow. Bitch, keep going. It burned, okay? Cry while you keep going, bro. Alright. Alright. I want it to look like you legitimately just came from Narnia. Like, if there is not a blanket of dust on you and it looks like it just snowed. I'm just kidding. You're done wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so this is what debulking looks like, bro. Okay. Okay. This is what debulking be looking like. The refill's technically done. Okay. You can get into shaping and finish her off if you want, but yeah, bro, like you're set. Hello. Hello. All right. So this is looking good, and all that's needed is to essentially just like remove some off the bottom just to kind of cheat right there. But yeah, okay. You don't want to overfile. You can use the sanding band to do that. You can use this one as well, and you want it to look even, so okay. That's if the client like wants that, you know. Not every client does, but yeah. So now this is done. Okay. And then if the other ones struggle with thickness, you can do the same thing. To credit card thin. Just the areas that's needed. See? And now you have a clean nail, right, to work with, right? She refilled and she ready. So that's what I pretty much have for y'all. So yeah. I'll do readings maybe tomorrow. But if anyone wants to pre-order or support local, a small business. Hi, my name is Majestic Caos. I am a spiritual content creator. I also just graduated from nails about 2 weeks ago, and I have a small business in spirituality, and I am making spiritual cuticle oils. And just like some of the other greats, you can buy it just the magic, or you can buy just the scent. But for me, it'll be cuticle oils, so I don't have competition with some of the greats or some of my faves. We also do candles and astrology, but Vedic astrology. I'm a Vedic astrologer, not a Western astrologer. Everything works out for me. Control me, I work on my own two feet. And I teach. So I hope y'all enjoy. And we're doing press-ons. We're doing press-on ritual nails. I cannot wait to bring this to y'all. Okay. Ooh, she looking crisp. Okay. Who's tried duck nails? I almost got convinced into it, dude. All right. So like those are ready now, like officially ready. And you would just do like the finishing touch. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. So like we're getting somewhere. Not for me, duck nails, not my cup of tea. So like we're getting somewhere, right? So like I just have to debulk and shape these two. Are y'all here? Are y'all here? The signal cut out. All right, cool. So, we're gonna go ahead and continue, and I'm just gonna keep going. Mr. Mustache wants me to finish the job, so I said, okay. We said goodnight. In that weird little interruption, my phone died. I laughed. That was funny. So we're gonna finish the job. That's good enough. Okay. Okay. Huh? What? ¿Qué pasó? Did you say time for rest? Fine. Alright. But this is like the end result almost. Right? we're like essentially ready for like, you know, the canvas. Alright. Anyway. Oh, you did? Okay. Hold on. Yes! Yes, Goldie. Yes. Okay, so now we can grab the alcohol, clean her up. The chrome's gonna come off, but that's okay. That's mostly because we didn't top coat it. But we need to add more acrylic to that nail, so it's okay anyway. So, yeah, bro. Okay. Ooh, I love that. Okay. So this is what we're like working with right now. So we're almost done shaping. You see, we're like, we sealed the cuticle already, so it looks like it grew out naturally again. We just have to like maybe add a little bit of acrylic on the dip, essentially right here. We need to just make sure we can check this out. So like right here, there needs to be more acrylic. Okay. This one feels good. This one needs more acrylic right here. This one feels good. Okay. So it's really important because it'll show up in the nail polish. Okay. So, and then making sure that it is the same smoothness throughout, so important because it'll also show up in the, they are so pretty. Oh, thank you. I'm not even done. They're a little crooked and they have a little bit of dip, but yeah. And we'll start fresh mañanas, okay? Yeah, and then we're gonna transform them into these. These, I got them to be basically like good and everything. These were smooth and everything was straight all across, but I am a charm sucker, okay? And then the only reason why this one looks lumpy is because I was still learning, like this is a sticker. Not the whole thing, but the one part of Aphrodite's beautiful, lovely face is a sticker. Barely able to see it, and I put a crown on top of her face so that she remembers that she's glorious royalty. But the edges lifted up here, but I was able to seal it with the gel, but it's okay. And then the only other thing that I need to work on is for my thumb is really cleaning up, but there's a bit, and I'll show you how tomorrow. This bit can take care of the same problem. Okay, I'll show you this right now, but I'll show you the other stuff tomorrow. But so this is the final thing I'll show you, and then we're gonna have to go to bed because it's 1 in the morning. Okay, but put this on like a low speed. and separate your skin from the product. Alright, and then just clean it up. Okay, and you didn't even really notice that it like came off, you know? So some water, and then that like dust line will go away, and then it just looks cleaner. Okay, but the rest I did not flood the cuticle, and then the goal is to do the same thing for this. I really worked on my cuticle work today when I worked on my mom's toes. So yeah, I love y'all. I'm gonna head to bed and we'll finish this off tomorrow. Good night, buenas noches, and thank you for coming to the live again, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay.